which is a problem because you're not actually open to seeing facts. You're only open to emotions.
Do you think a world war could happen?
Yes. I never killed a Palestinian kid in my life. I never killed a Palestinian woman. I never shot a Palestinian man ever. We have very specific procedures, and they're just trying to paint Israel as the villain, which is exactly it's very very, untrue. So I don't know how to deal with so much propaganda. It's very difficult.
That's fair. What's your thoughts on Kanye West? I just have to throw that in there.
I don't think it's actually anti-Semitic.
Yo,
Yo,
are you from Israel?
yeah. Israel?
Actually?
Yeah.
Are you pro Zionism?
What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Can you teach me about Zionism?
Basically, I'm gonna give you the run of the mill. It's the belief that Jews should have a country in their own land.
So can white people do that?
I mean, sure, you have Europe, you should have Europe, immigration and shit, but you have Europe.
What do the Jews have? Just Israel?
Yeah.
Because it's the Holy Land?
No, more because it's the land that they were in.
Yeah, the Holy Land. For them.
Yeah, sure.
Are the Muslims worse or the Christians?
Holocaust the Muslims, bro. Kill them all, bro. Mow them
What?
down. I don't give a fuck.
Why?
They are scum. They are reptiles. They are. You know what I'm talking about.
Are you a plant?
A plant. No, I know your type, bro. I know your type. Your type, bro. We're the same type of guy, just from different sides of the world.
Okay, no, I don't agree with anything America does though, because America's ran by Jews.
Yeah, I kind of figured you would say that. You know, you're very bad at dog whistling.
I'm bad at what?
You're bad, bro. You don't know how to hide shit, bro.
What do you mean?
Your whole vibe. Yeah, I can sense from the moment I started talking to you, you are gonna say some shit like that.
What do you mean? I didn't even say. I just think Jews
You know,
are
you
very
know what I
powerful.
mean. You know what I mean, bro.
I'm
You
not
know,
against them. They
we're the
just won
same
the
type of
game.
guy, bro. We're the same type of guy, bro. It's fine. It's fine. You can say your mind. You can speak your mind, bro.
No, this is what I'm pro for.
Yeah. Most power.
Is Obama Satan?
Possibly. Yes.
Okay, I like it. Who's a better person, Obama or Hitler?
I don't know, bro. Obamacare is pretty bad.
Is
But
Obama worse than Hitler?
I'm gonna have to say Hitler on this one.
Okay.
Just this one, though.
No, you're
For
gonna.
all for all purposes, I was joking. I love Muslims. I love Muslims. I will hug Muslims. I will
No.
kiss all
I
Muslims.
won't
I
post
love
this.
Muslims.
I... Yo.
Brother, ew.
Hello?
How are you?
Wait, how old are you?
10 and 3.
Okay, get me out of here. Hello?
Hello.
Are you Jewish?
Yes.
Are you pro-Zionism?
Let's come together, darling. Mama? Yeah.
Oh, are you pro-American? I don't know. Hello?
Hello.
Are you Jewish?
Yes.
Do you have money?
Yes.
We are fucking rich.
Can you help me get money?
Sure.
Can we do business together?
Sure. It's okay.
What business do you have to offer? Are you guys good at accounting?
Like counting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Are you Jewish?
I am.
Can you teach me about Zionism, please?
What do you need to know about Zionism?
I want to know why it is such a big deal and leads to like what's going on right now. You know.
The world is trying to change the definition of the word Zionism to something evil, when all it is pretty much the right for the Jews to go back to their ancestral homeland. That's all it is.
Okay.
So if you believe in two states, one state for the Jews, one state for the Palestinians, then you're a Zionist, because you believe the Jews should have a place in their ancestral homeland here, which is exactly what the Jews agreed to 75 years ago. Do you understand? And they're turning the word Zionism to something that is not.
Okay. So what's wrong with the Muslims? Why do they always want war?
That's a good question. First of all, the Muslims are not comfortable with the fact that Jews are living right in the middle of their territory, meaning Jordan is owned by Muslims, Lebanon is owned by Muslims, Syria is owned by Muslims, Egypt is owned by Muslims, most of North Africa is Muslim. You know, Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia, most of the Muslim states are around Israel. And the fact that there's one plot of land called Israel filled with Jews, Arabs, Christians, Muslims, they cannot comprehend the fact that they're all living here and that they're not able to beat us in a war. They tried to kick us out in 1948 when the country was established. They failed. They tried to kick us out in 1967. They failed. They tried to kick us out in every war that they started. They failed every single time. When you try to hit me so many times and you lose, that pisses people off, you know? They want to take the land back.
Okay.
So that's why.
Do you know anything about Albert Pike?
About who?
Albert Pike?
I heard that name is very familiar.
He was a Freemason.
Okay.
So he died a long time ago, but he talked about how Zionism and the Palestinians would lead to like a world war, right, in the future.
Okay.
So why has this conflict been going on for so long? Like, it has to be deeper than just this, right?
I mean, I'm not the person you should be asking this to. You should be asking the Palestinians. They were offered 6 peace deals and they refused every single one. Every single one. Because it's not about land for them. It's about living next to Jews. It's about being controlled by a Jewish government. That's what they don't like. You know, yet when Jews were living in Arab countries, you know, ruled by Muslim governments, they had no issue. They did not go and rape people and kill people and burn people and rape people. They did not go and do that. So the main problem is the fact that there is a Jew controlling a non-Jew. That's the problem. It's purely anti-Semitism. It has nothing to do with land. Because if it would have to do with land, they would have accepted the 6 peace deals that we offered 6 different times. They would have turned around the 2005 disengagement. They would turn it into something that is positive, you know? We literally pulled people from their homes in Gaza. The Jews, all the Jews were kicked out. Now I think I regret it. I don't think this should have happened.
Okay, so what happened? What are we supposed to? What?
I'm saying they're ruining it for themselves.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do now?
What do you mean? Who's we?
Well, America.
Well, America should keep funding this this war against Hamas, because this war, if let's say for example we lose this war, you guys are next. America is next.
But,
if you think it ends,
you won't
you think
lose
it ends
because you guys won't lose though.
we won't lose because we're a strong army.
Exactly.
We have a strong
There's
army.
no way Israel's gonna lose to Palestine. They never have.
First of all, Palestine doesn't exist. Let's start with that, okay? There's no place on earth called Palestine. There's a place called Gaza, and there's a place called the West Bank or Judea and Samaria. It's Palestinian territory. It's not called Palestine. They don't have a prime minister. They barely have a government. There's no place on the map called Palestine. Okay, that's the first thing. The idea of Palestinian people only came in 1967 in 1964 when they wanted to oppose Zionism. Their leaders said that Palestinian people doesn't exist. They're just like Jordanians, just like Syrians, just like Lebanese. They're exactly the same people. So there's no such thing as Palestine. What should America do? America should keep supporting, keep funding. I don't think anybody should give them humanitarian aid, to be honest. If we want to apply pressure to release the hostages and to end this thing quicker, I don't think any humanitarian aid should be supplied. I don't think we should supply our enemy with humanitarian aid. It's just like America providing Japan with humanitarian aid after Pearl Harbor. It's the same thing. Why would they do that?
Wait, what's your opinion? So, do you think they shouldn't give money to Ukraine?
Who?
America.
I'm not getting into Ukraine and Russia. I'm not really educated on that topic.
That's fair.
What do you
that's fair.
think? You're asking questions, but what's your opinion?
Dude, I just try to learn, because I don't really know.
Did you know that, did you hear all the news about, they're spreading a lot of false information to make you believe that there's some sort of harm caused to the Palestinians. Did you hear about the story of the woman in Al-Shifa hospital that said that she was raped?
No.
You heard about that story? Al Jazeera published a story that IDF soldiers raped a woman in Al-Shifa hospital, which is one of the biggest hospitals. Yet, all of the press were there, and nobody took a single photo or video or proof to show that happened. And then they published that article, and then they withdrew that article because it was a false claim. That lady lied. They tried to evoke emotion into people in the world to say, oh, IDF soldiers are raping, which is bullshit. I was an IDF soldier, you know?
Yeah.
I never killed a Palestinian kid in my life. I never killed a Palestinian woman. I never shot a Palestinian man, ever. We have very specific procedures, and they're just trying to paint Israel as the villain, which is exactly, it's very, very, untrue. So I don't know how to deal with so much propaganda. It's very difficult.
That is very true.
And if you want to see what actually happened, go on Telegram and look for a page called Hamas Atrocities, and you'll see very PG, very like rated R things. You'll see people burned alive. You'll see people. I saw a video of a female that was cut open when she was pregnant.
Oh, I mean, like, dude, but do you think we're in a worse place now than we were like 20 years ago?
The world?
Yeah, just like society.
For sure.
Do you think a world war could happen?
Yes, I do think it could happen. I mean, you're seeing the tensions. You're seeing that North Korea is preparing stuff. You're seeing that China is preparing stuff. You're seeing the people in Yemen preparing their missiles and rockets. And I don't know if are you aware that the Houthis are firing rockets at Israel?
Who's that?
The Yemenis. They're firing rockets.
Indians?
No. They're Yemenites. They're from Yemen.
Is that a big army?
I mean, they're controlled by Iran, so
Oh,
they're
so
very.
it's the Middle East. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Middle East.
So it's the Muslims.
And
it's the Muslims. Okay. So
It's the Muslim.
Who are the Muslims have allies with?
Russia.
Is it
And
stronger
China.
than America and Russia?
I mean, they're both very, very like strong armies. They both have very strong armies.
Is America better with more allied with Russia than the Muslims are with Russia? Like, who's
No.
tighter? The Muslims and Russia are tighter? Oh,
I mean,
okay, that's a
Russia
problem.
is in Syria. There's Russian forces in Syria. There's Russian forces in Lebanon. There's Russian forces in Iran. There's Russian forces in many Arab countries, and they say that if a war will start, they will be on the side of the Arabs.
And then where do you think China is? China gonna team up with Russia too?
China is against Israel as well. China is against the United States as well. So I think they're going to team up with Russia. Yes.
That's gonna be a tough battle.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe it's just words, but
Yeah, there's no
Israel
way it
is-
would happen. There's no way.
I mean, you're not even seeing 3% of the army personnel. I mean, of the Israeli army. You know,
What do you mean?
if somebody tries to threaten us with nukes, we also have nukes. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No,
So-
yeah. I don't think it will get nuclear.
You don't think it will get nuclear?
No, because we know that will. Why are you smiling?
No. I'm saying it's
Okay, well, if it gets nuclear,
You
then
never know.
it's over. Then everyone's gonna die, except for
In
like
the world,
yeah, pretty much everyone will. If it gets nuclear,
do you know that we have anti-defense missiles for nukes as well?
we
We
definitely
do.
should, which is good, yeah. But if it
It's
gets
called
nuclear, it's
Arrow.
over.
It's called Arrow 4. When somebody tries to release a nuke on Israel, we have a system called Arrow 4 that goes out of space, goes out of the whatever the stratosphere. I don't know what you call that, and it explodes outside of Earth
Okay.
because it has to be released from a very specific. I don't exactly know.
What do you think is gonna happen in 6 years?
No idea.
Okay.
The Jews will still be here though. The Jews will still be here, no matter how much they try to erase us.
What about white Americans?
I also think they will be here. I don't think a world war will start. I think it has the potential to start. I don't think it will start. A lot of people just talk a bunch of empty, like empty threats.
Yeah.
And you never know the politics between countries. You never know what the leaders speak to one another. You only see the tabloids and you see like the articles and you see the news, but you're not actually seeing what's happening between leaders. You never know if Bibi is calling like Putin is like, "Yo, are you planning to do something?" And he's like, "No, no, I'm just saying it for to move things." You never know what's happening between closed doors, behind closed doors.
Hmm. Okay, this will be my last question. For
Sure,
America, who do you want to be the president for 2024?
Trump.
Unless, okay. Why Donald Trump?
I think he's less of a puppet like Biden.
Who do you think
Biden is
controls
very.
Biden? Obama?
I think Obama controls Biden.
Oh my God, he does. Okay.
Obama and
Um,
another person.
huh?
Obama and there's Obama and another person. I forgot the name.
The woman?
Uh, no, I just know that Trump is not going to be controlled by a bunch of freaks. I know that because he's very straightforward. He will tell you what he thinks to your face, even if he's racist sometimes, even if he's like very vulgar. He'll still tell you to your face what he thinks. So,
Wait,
I think
is Obama pro Zionism or is he like Muslim?
Trump,
So he's totally pro Muslim and shit.
he was talking about genocide in Gaza. When somebody speaks about a genocide, he's not very aware of the facts, and is simply siding with his Muslims brothers and sisters, which is a problem because you're not actually open to seeing facts. You're only open to emotions. This whole war is
Mm.
based on emotions. People react from emotions. That's why they carry their babies, their dead babies, in front of the camera. They specifically show it to the camera to show the world the babies and the women. But I'm pretty sure that Ukrainians have babies and women and the same things, but they're not showing it to the camera to evoke that the negative emotion, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, nobody talks about Syria. Nobody talks about what happened in 2015 when 600,000 Syrians were killed by their government. Nobody talks about it. You know why? Because they're Muslims. It doesn't happen by the Jews, so nobody cares. But when it happens with the Jews, suddenly the entire world cares.
What's your thoughts on Kanye West? I just have to throw that in there.
I don't think it's actually anti-Semitic.
Okay. What do you think he was doing?
I think he was trying to cut deals with Adidas and try to get his own revenue like on his own. I think he was riding the Adidas train and then he wanted to break contracts. He knew he would be let go from a bunch of contracts. And look at him. He's doing pretty well on his own. I don't think he's mentally stable, but I think the anti-Semitism situation is
Isn't
the.
it weird how he did that and then a year later there was a war? Or like a little bit later the whole war shit like really
No,
built
it's not.
up?
It's not because of that. I don't
No,
think
I
so.
know it wasn't, but does that mean that he like knew about that was about to happen?
No,
You think it was just
no.
total like he just totally did that at the perfect time?
I mean, people talk shit about Jews all the time.
Yeah, but like fair enough. Maybe I'm looking
You
into
know,
it too much.
and it's not the first time he talks about Jews. Wasn't the first time he talked. I'm pretty sure he talked about it before, but he's not the only person speaking negatively about Jews. You know,
Mhm.
And hey, we're a successful minority. It's very easy to hate on us. Very easy. You know, a lot of rich people are Jews. A lot of wealthy people are Jews. A lot of people that are in Hollywood are Jews. Not from the reasons you think, though. They're not there to control the media. They're there because they were banned. They were banished to work in the United States in academic jobs, in jobs that require academic education. So they went to the jobs that they could do. They went to be cameramen. They went to be producers. They went to be, like artists. And slowly, there started being more and more of them in Hollywood. And that's why they're in Hollywood. Same applies to banking. Nobody would allow them to deposit their money in banks. So what they do? They open their own banks.
I do think if I ever get rich, I'm gonna need some Jewish people around me.
Yeah, that would be smart. I mean, I would probably want Persian people because they're very good with money.
Persian?
Persians are fucking smart with money.
Why? Where did they come from?
Iran,
Okay, so it's all these.
but
Are they Muslim?
I mean, they don't consider themselves Muslim. I think when I ask them if they're Arab, they say no, we're Iranian. Um, some are Muslim. I think some are Christian also. I don't know. I know that they hate their government, and a lot of Iranians love Israel.
Well, I think I got even more
Any other?
confused after this, but I'm gonna keep learning. Thank you.
Thank you.
And they don't want to live together?
Mm-hmm. Look, I from Jerusalem. You know what is Jerusalem, yeah?
You're from Jerusalem?
You're from Jerusalem? Oh,
Like
Yeah, look.
like,
That's my window, and here it's Arabic, and not Israel, yeah.
uh-huh.
Like Abu Mazen, you know,
Like
and
Arab?
then
Arab?
they want to kill me. Yeah,
Wow. Wait, why do you live there?
Wait, why do you live there?
because I believe that
Is
it's
there other whites that live
Is there
there?
other whites that live there?
again
Is there other white Jews?
Is there other white Jews?
white Jews. What does it mean?
Like you,
Like,
more of
like
you, like
you, more of you, like
light skin.
light skin.
Like I'm white.
Yeah. Hello?
Whoa, what's up?
Do you work for the Mossad?
If I worked for the Mossad, would I be on this website?
Maybe you look like you work for the Mossad.
How does what I look like?
Teach me
How does
about
that make me look
Zionism,
like?
please.
I'll start by asking, what is it that you think Zionism is?
Why do this will be my question. Why do Muslims oppose Zionism?
Muslim oppose Zionism, as I understand it, because there's a prophecy in the Hadith, which is a text that interprets the Quran. There's a prophecy that says that the Muslims will kill all the Jews.
Really?
And this land is where the stories of the prophets take place. And
So wait,
they believe that, yeah.
I'll just have a question. Is this war because of the Bible? Or not the Bible, but because of the story of the Muhammad or whatever?
No. This war is because this land is the only plot of land in the world that has any significance to the Jews. And
But in the
after we used to
Muslims'
be,
Bible, it's significant to them, correct?
there's no mention of this land in the Quran.
Just in the Christian Bible?
The Christian Bible is because of Jesus. Like Jesus lived in Nazareth, Bethlehem, Jerusalem.
So the Muslims
but
don't. Why? So why do the Muslims even want to live there?
there's a mosque in Jerusalem that's on top of the holiest place in the world for the Jews, on the ruins of. It's built literally on top of it. And the Muslims claim that that's where their prophet Muhammad flew from Mecca in Saudi Arabia to Jerusalem. But that mosque was built 80 years after Muhammad died. But it's complicated, and there's a lot of religion and a lot of irrationality to it, but a lot of people who want to live in peace too.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for answering my question.
Thanks for being open-minded, bro.
Hello?
Yo, what up?
Are you an Eminem fan?
What?
You're an Eminem fan? Marshall Mathers?
Yeah.
Nice,
How
nice.
you know?
How do I know?
Yeah.
He's my second cousin.
No way, you know? My cousin is Joe Biden.
Hello?
Yeah. I know you don't believe me, but Joe Biden, the stupid guy, that shit, this is my cousin.
He's your cousin? So
Yeah.
are you related to Hunter Biden?
Yo, for sure.
Do you know who
Yeah.
Hunter Biden is?
Hunter Biden? No, fuck that shit.
Have you seen
One
his
Biden
laptop?
is enough. One Biden is enough for this country. Nobody don't like this motherfucking
Alright.
piece of shit.
Do you like Donald Trump?
Donald Trump? Yeah. أخلى لبان.
What does that mean?
White for hell. White for hell.
White to hell?
This motherfucker white.
I was like, I was spam like skipping people, and then there was like this random blonde guy, and he was like wearing a blue shirt, and he was like doing the motion, and I was like,
What?
and he was like looking at me, and he was like lifting his shirt up, and I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. He was like, wait, how old are you? And I was like, I'm not even 15. He was like, you're so hot. And then he started like lifting it up.
You gotta get off of this website.
I know, but it's like it's super fun for me to just argue with people, you know, about opinions and stuff about the whole war thingy.
Israeli!